and welcome to Weekend Wander number 2. Weekend Wanders I'm offering some of my personal reflections on some of the work I do in experiential social media and some of the studying I do to get better and better at what I do professionally. And I think you'll find that some of these things you can use in your personal and professional lives. So let's dive in. In this one, I'm calling the wonder of the mind. And obviously, that's a very long topic. But I want to focus on something really specific here that you probably feel, but may not appreciate many of the ramifications. That the mind is much more plastic and creative than I used to think, or that I grew up thinking. In other words, the mind is something that is changing all the time, and we have these expressions, oh, he changed his mind, they changed their minds, etc. But how does this really work? And this is of interest to me personally, of course, and professionally, because when my teams do ethnographic research of social media, we study how groups change their minds. And obviously, this happens at the individual level as well. So here are some of the things I've learned. We call it the mind, but actually the brain is a universe, really, of separate things going on, transactions, neurons firing, etc. And what most people refer to as the mind is some kind of gathering and synthesizing of all of these, not even all of them, but a large part of what's going on in the mind. So we talk about, from one side, on one hand it's this, and the other hand it's that. Those are really different things firing, and they're coming together, and our brain is a marvel at pulling things together. Everybody, I'll just use myself as an example. I've become aware, by doing quite a bit of work, of how my mind actually does that. And it's very illuminating for me, and it could be I experience it as very empowering. And that is that what I've come to realize is that my emotions and my thoughts my mind actually creates that. And for most of my life, I wasn't even aware of how that happened. I just said, I made up my mind. But I wasn't aware of some of the processes that I went through to do that. So basically, in practice, what this enables me to do is to not take things that other people think or feel personally. So it enables me in social media to interact with people who may be very irate and frustrated and insulting, and I just don't take it personally, because I know that's where they're coming from right now. And I know that they have a lot of things going on in their brain that are resulting in how they're acting. So philosophically, one author, Ruiz, who wrote the Four Agreements, he terms it that every person is living his own dream, is creating his own reality. And that really resonates with me, because I kind of see that. I know how I do it, and I've learned more and more about how I do it. And I can change my reality, and that is a beautiful thing. It's very empowering, and since I've learned how to do this, I can help other people do that when they're unhappy with the reality that they're having. And most people, I've learned, are not very fully aware that they're actually creating their own reality. And this can be, it's a new world. Once you become aware of how you do that, that enables you to use more of your conscious mind in how you're experiencing your life right at this moment. So that is a thought. I'll end with that, and I'd love to get your thoughts and your experiences about how you think about this. I'll also post some links in case you want to drill down into some of these topics right after this video. So until next time, I wish you a fantastic weekend, happy creating, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.